All right, welcome back to day 2 of the 2018 Dixie Youth Baseball. We got the AAA, the Ozone, and the Majors World Series. This is the Ozone World Series, game between Auburn, Alabama, and McGee, Mississippi. Elimination game for you. Marty Palman here on JockJive. And we are underway here. This is Michael Daniel, the center fielder, leading off for the team from Auburn, Alabama. Of course, in the orange of the Auburn colors, the black letters and numerals, or white letters, black numerals, white pants. First pitch, a strike from the right-hander for Mississippi. They're in the red uniforms, white letters and numerals, white pants, Red Sox. It is Montavious Hobbs, number 31, on the mound for Mississippi as that's fouled off. And we're underway in this game. This is an elimination game. As yesterday, these teams lost their respective games. Mississippi losing to Florida 5-2 in 7 innings. Alabama was shut out by Louisiana 4-0. Winner will play tomorrow at 5:45. The loser would be eliminated. 0-2 is the count as that gets away. It'll be Michael Daniel leading off. Garrett West, the shortstop, hits second. Tanner Waldrop will bat third. Josh Etheridge, the coach of the Alabama team. Batting fourth, Henry Allen, the third baseman. Hitting fifth is the catcher, number 4, Sam Jackson, as that is a foul ball, and it remains 1-2. Brendan Bryant, the right fielder, number 18, hits 6th. Lane Edens at first base, number 6, hits 7th. Peyton Etheridge at second base, number 34, will bat 8th. Number 9, Ty Hudson hits 9th. Number 7, Pelzer Reeves batting 10th. Number 99, Weston Luther hits 11th. And Hank Hudson, number 12, is the 12th hitter as that's hit foul over third base coach's box. We mentioned Hobbs is the pitcher. Montavious Hobbs, a right-hander. The rest of the defense for Kyle Brister's Mississippi team. Tyler Griffith at first base. Braden Duncan is at second. Will Ragsdale at third base. The shortstop Barrett McKinney. In the outfield, Hayes Berry's in right field. Slovakia Griffith is in center field. And the left fielder is Kadarius McInnes. Behind the plate, Banks Teeter. Popped up and playable in the infield for the second baseman for Mississippi, Braden Duncan. And that's one out as Daniel pops up to second base. So we are underway, and as you can see at the top of your screen, the number if you want to send a shout out for this game, that number is 904-525-1324, 904-525-1324. Feel free to text. Please do not call as we're on the air here. Live on 5 fields again today between the majors. Already had a couple of games this morning in Majors World Series play. We'll get to those scores in a moment. That is fouled out of play, and we'll make it out of play down the right field line. So, a few games going on today in majors. It was Virginia eliminating Arkansas 12-2 in 4 innings. Mississippi taking out Tennessee 6-0, and Lumberton, the home team, eliminating Texas 8-2. As that is a roller to short. Going to have to make throw quickly, and instead it's thrown away. It gets down the line. May have been a hit either way there as Garrett West will reach. Throw was well past first for the shortstop for Mississippi, Bennett McKinney. So we mentioned in majors action, Mississippi eliminates Tennessee 6-0. They'll play tomorrow against the loser of the game between Georgia and North Carolina coming up. And Lumberton eliminates Center Texas as well. 8-2. So Lumberton will play tomorrow against Virginia. That is gone. Long drive to left field. And out of the park over the left field fence by Tanner Waldrop. The pitcher for Alabama drives in 2 with a shot over the left field wall. And Alabama with an early 2-0 lead. So West reaches, and then ball hit over the left field fence, giving Alabama an early lead. So you can see facing here, we're on field 3 today facing what would be field 6, which was used last week for machine pitch and coach pitch, but the flag's not moving much, not much wind. It's sunny over the ballpark, clouds off to the north and to the east as that ball hit over the fence in left field. No wind needed there for Waldron. Then Henry Allen gets hit in the leg by a pitch, so he'll take first base. So already 2 in for Alabama, runner at first, 1 out. Just getting underway in AAA and Ozone this afternoon. Coming up, majors play. We'll have a winners bracket game between Louisiana and Florida at 3:30. Then 2 tonight, Georgia, North Carolina, and South Carolina and Alabama. As Allen is walking this off a bit. Lumberton will play Virginia tomorrow at 3:30 in another elimination game. Mississippi will get the loser of the game between Georgia and North Carolina. And the losers of Louisiana, Florida, and South Carolina, Alabama would play tomorrow at 3:30 in another elimination game. Here on the Ozone side, as I said, the winner here would stay alive to play tomorrow, 5:45, against the winner of the game between North Carolina and Georgia. Jason Thompson with a call there on field 4. Robert Williamson today on field 2. Bringing you majors action. Mike Radout on field 1, now underway with some technical issues. A day after celebrating his birthday now. Bringing you the majors today, and James Hardy is on field 5 today. Robert Williamson on field 2. Apologies there. The winner of this game plays the winner of North Carolina and Georgia tomorrow at 5:45. The loser would be eliminated. Coming up, we'll have another elimination game on field 4 between Texas and Tennessee. On this field, we'll have South Carolina Lumberton and a winners bracket game at 5:45. So here's Sam Jackson now. Allen is at first base. Now we have a balk call. So Hobbs called for the balk. Allen will go to second with 1 out. But you look off to the north, it looks pretty dark. I heard some thunder a little while ago, but we have been okay with the sun back out here, and it is warm and humid as you would expect, as that's a swing and a miss. Go Hudson boys and Auburn Orange. Grand boys playing from Grandpapa Pawpaw. Yes, they are a team from Auburn wearing those Auburn colors. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, so Jackson strikes out. First strikeout of the game for Hobbs, and it's 2 outs here in the top of the first. Runner at second base for Auburn. We'll take your shout outs throughout this game. As that is hit foul, third base side out of play. Left-hander Brendan Bryan at the plate fouls that off. He's behind now 0-2. Now the breeze picks up a little bit. Currently 89, 60% humidity. It feels like 101. Not that surprising, really. It is fairly warm, and of course we're in the sun right now in the middle of the afternoon as that misses for a ball, 1-2. One-two is hit off of Hobbs, got in front of it. Now picks it up, throws to first, and in time. Good play by the pitcher Hobbs to stay with it. And he gets Bryant 1-3 to end the inning. So Alabama picks up 2 runs on the 2-run homer by Waldrop. 1 hit, there was 1 error in the inning, and 1 runner left on base as well on the hit by pitch. So we head now to the bottom of the first. It is 2-0. It's Alabama 2, and Mississippi coming to bat here on JockJive as we continue coverage of the 2018 Dixie Youth Baseball. This is the Ozone World Series live from Lumberton, North Carolina here on JockJive. Here's the lineup for Kyle Brister's McGee, Mississippi team. Leading off the right fielder, number 22, Hayes Berry. Batting second at second base, number 10, it's Braden Duncan. Hitting third and catching, number 3, Banks Teeter. Batting fourth at shortstop is number 4, Barrett McKinney. Hitting fifth in left field, number 11, Kendarius McInnes. Batting sixth at first base, number 7, Tyler Griffith. Hitting seventh, number 34, Carson Harper. Batting eighth is Montavis Hobbs, the pitcher. Hitting ninth and playing third base, number 8, Will Ragsdale. Batting 10th in center field, number 12, Slovakia Griffith. Hitting 11th is number 18, Derek Carter. And batting 12th, number 2, Cade Walker. They'll face the right-hander, number 10, Tanner Waldrop, who hit the 2-run homer in the top of the inning. Of course, as they do in these World Series, you get the home run ball after the game. So he'll get that after this game is over. As this is an elimination game, our first game today here on Field 3. Marty Palman with you. If you want to send your shout-outs, you can see the top of your screen as well, 904-525-1324. And we can get those on the air for you as we give you the defense for the Auburn team. Alabama representative for Ozone in this World Series. Lane Edens at first base. Peyton Etheridge is at second. Garrett West at shortstop. Henry Allen is at third. Sam Jackson catching in the outfield. Brendan Bryan in right field. The left fielder, Hank Hudson, to start. The center fielder is Michael Daniel, and Tanner Waldrop is your starting pitcher. The summer of Dixie nearly over this year. I mean, starting from about the beginning of July, the end of June, JockJive streamed the Final Four for the Junior Dixie Boys Pre-Majors and Majors World Series, and now bringing you the AAA Ozone and Majors World Series in Lumberton, and so much more coming up. Catch it all right here on JockJive.com. And this fall, we'll have SWAC football, soccer, and volleyball, Tuskegee football, ACCC Game of the Week, Great American Rivalries, HBCU football, Navarre and Baker High School football, Georgia Military College football, Gulf South Conference soccer, and more. Check us out often. We are JockJive Sports. Hayes Berry will lead it off now for Mississippi. Takes the first pitch outside, 1-0. Mark Davis, our home plate umpire for this game. The wind picks up a little bit into center field. And that is hit foul. 1-1 the count. Our game's about to get underway as we are past 3:30 here on Sunday afternoon, day 2 of this World Series. Fastball is over the head of Berry, and the count goes to 2-1. Saw a couple of rain showers yesterday in the afternoon, but never any delays yesterday. But last game finished close to midnight last night. Not a long game yesterday. As that is hit back to the mound. Waldrop will make the throw to first easily to get Berry 1-3, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first, Alabama with a 2-0 lead on the 2-run homer by the pitcher Waldrop. So 1 out, here's Braden Duncan. Takes the pitch for a ball. One out, nobody on. Let's go Mississippi. McGee is pulling for you. We appreciate that shout out. We've heard now from both sides in this game. 2-1 the count as that's hit foul over by the third base coach's box. Other games going on in Ozone right now, as we mentioned on field 4. Jason Thompson with a call of North Carolina and Georgia. That's an elimination game. He'll have Texas and Tennessee as well. Another elimination game coming up, as we will have 3 teams out after today. We started yesterday with 12. Down to 9 after the games today. Virginia and Arkansas will be our last game tonight in the winners bracket on this field 3, and Florida and Louisiana on field 4. And, of course, the winners bracket game between South Carolina and Lumberton coming up as well at 5:45. The winner of that game will be off until Tuesday. We'll get the day off, as teams usually do. Duncan now with a full count of 3-2 with 1 out and nobody on. Three and two, full count from Waldrop. And that's actually, he swung and missed. They hit him, but instead it's a strikeout, so I think it may have got him after the swing. So a strikeout for Waldrop, his first of the game, 2 outs. Two already now as Banks Teeter swings and misses, 2-1. As it's now 3-0. And for a strike, 3-1. And there is ball 4. So 2-out walk gives Mississippi its first base run of the game, as Teeter will go to first base. Here's Barrett McKinney, the shortstop. Ups the first pitch, foul over third base side out of play towards field number 2. Oh, 1 as McKinney fouls that back. Over 2 the count, runner at first, 2 outs. Hit the third, nice backhand there on a hard hit ball. Throw across is in time for the 3rd out. Nice play there by Henry Allen at third base in the hole. Backhands and throws to first. No runs or hits, so a 2-out walk, a runner left on for Mississippi here in the bottom of the 1st. So we head to the 2nd inning of this elimination game. This is the Ozone World Series for Dixie Youth Baseball, live from Lumberton, North Carolina. Alabama 2, Mississippi 0. And we will return to Lumberton in a moment. As it was playing.
That one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Just about all white. Jones County diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Perhaps got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
We start at the top of the second. Late Edens takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. 2-0 the score. Alabama with a 2-run homer in the top of the first from Tanner Waldrop, the pitcher. 7-8-9 coming up for Auburn here in the top of the second as that's popped down the left field line. And on the run, catch nearly made in foul territory. Good diving attempt just coming up short there is Kendarius McInnes. That'll go for a strike. So the count 1-1. Montavious Hobbs on the mound. Montavious Hobbs for Mississippi. 2-0 here in the top of the second. Count now goes to 3-1. Go Barrett, number 4. Granny Wanda loves you. Hit into right field. Base hit for Edens there. So for Auburn, their second hit of the game. A leadoff single here in the top of the second inning. So Alabama up 2-0 has 2 hits. Peyton Etheridge now will hit second baseman. And that ball gets away to the backstop. That'll allow Edens to go to second base with nobody out. Ball skips past Banks Teeter, the Mississippi catcher. So runner to second with nobody out. Come on. No. It's now 1-1. One is inside for ball 2, 2-1. Etheridge steps out, now back in. See that view towards trees in center field, well past center field. In for strike 2, 2-2. And that is field 6 back there, which was built as separately from their other 5 fields. That were part of kind of a clover leaf, and then down the right field area, cornfields. Called strike 3. So Hobbs comes back with his second strikeout. And that's the first out here in the top of the second with the runner staying at second base. Now it'll be Ty Hudson, the number 9 hitter, batting, as of course the teams will hit 1 through 12 and then go back to 9 hitters in the order. That pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 is popped foul. Will get out of play. One-on-one the count with 1 out. I think we were having a little bit too much discussion with the Auburn dugout there. On plate umpire, Mark Davis trying to shut that down. 1-1 the count. Hobbs to the stretch, the 1-1. This is 2-1. And that gets away on 2-1. Now runner will move to third. So another wild pitch. Edens at third with 1 out. Count is 3-1. And now timeout. As Mississippi will take timeout here. Brent Duncan will come to the mound. Sportsmanship is an important part of the game of baseball. Dixie Youth Baseball awards a sportsmanship trophy for each World Series to the team which demonstrates great sportsmanship throughout the series. As adults, we should set an example for the players. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship for your team. Yell for your team and not against the opposing team. Brought to you by Dixie Youth Baseball. Marty Paulman with you here from Lumberton. Again, for shout-outs, you can text the number 904-525-1324 on the top of the screen, as that's a strike 3-2 now. Even count to Ty Hudson. (3-2). And a wave and a miss came inside and struck him out. Good fastball inside. Second strikeout in a row for Hobbs. Now has 3 in the game, and there are 2 outs. Pelzer Reeves takes the first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. And misses high, now 2-0. Chance for Hobbs to get out of the inning. Runner at third, but now 2 outs. Alabama scoring 2 in the first on the home run by Tanner Waldrop. That's a score 2-0 here at the top of the second. That is in for a strike, 2-1. Rolled slowly to second. Throw to first in time to end the inning as play was made there by the second baseman, Braden Duncan. And Reeves is out 4-3. So leadoff single. Edens gets to third with 1 out. He's left stranded. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. Alabama has left 2 on through 2, but they lead 2-0. Bottom of the second coming up here in Lumberton. Marty Paulman with you here on JockJive. And we'll return in a moment.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Craps got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Kadarius McKinnis will lead off the bottom of the second for Mississippi. 5, 6, and 7 for the team from McGee. They got a runner on a walk in the first no hits so far as Alabama leads at 2-0. Swing and a miss there for strike one. Nice pitch by Tanner Waldrop to start this inning. Artie Palmer with you here on JockJive. You can send those shout-outs to 904-525-1324. Looks like we have a few here. We're going to have to catch up on those. Good luck, Barrett, number 4. Uncle Mooney and Aunt Tara, the girls are watching. Shout out to Carson Harper with Team Mississippi from his Express team back home. Go Ty Hudson. As that is strike 3 to McKinnis. So Waldrop with his second strikeout. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Tyler Griffith now at the plate. And lines that down the left field line. It's a fair ball, and that's the first hit of the game for McGee as Griffith will round first. The first baseman will stop there with a 1-out single. Good job of hitting there. Just kind of took an inside pitch and guided it down that left field line. So 1-out single here in the bottom of the second. Carson Harper now will bat. Oh, that's up and in there on the first pitch. Harper pops it up, and boy, lost to the catcher, but it's at the pitcher's mound as Tim Jackson looked up, couldn't see it, but it was out towards Waldrop, who makes the play for the second out. So 2 outs with a runner at first. Ontavious Hobbs now will bat. In for a strike. It's count 1-1 now. And popped up, playable over by third base, and the catch is made to end the inning in fair territory by Henry Allen. So for the second inning in a row, Allen gets the final out for Alabama. No runs, a hit, a runner left on base for Mississippi here in the bottom of the second. As we head to the third, it remains Alabama 2 and Mississippi nothing here on JockJive. All right, we go now to the top of the third. Go Brendan Bryant, Auburn Orange. Love you from Mimi B in Opelika, Alabama. Top of the third now for Auburn, up 2-0. This is an elimination game here. Don't forget to subscribe to the JockJive YouTube channel. We stream all Dixie Youth Baseball, most youth sports, and high school football in the fall to our YouTube channel. And you want to know first what games are coming your way. This is Weston Luther leading it off, 11-12 hitters, and then the leadoff hitter will for this inning for Auburn as we have a new pitcher for Mississippi. Hobbs out after 2 innings, allowing 2 hits and 2 runs, both earned. Actually, one of them was unearned, reaching on an error, gave up a 2-run homer. Ended up with no walks, 1 hit batter, 3 strikeouts. New pitcher is a right-hander for Mississippi. They were in those gray hats, too, with the red M on it. So that comes inside, and the count is now 1-2 to Luther. This is for a ball 2-2. Looks like number 10, Braden Duncan, now pitching. Yeah, that is who it is. Luther pops it foul and stays alive. Two and two the count. And that hit him. Got him on the lower leg. So Luther hit by a pitch on a 2-2 count. So leadoff hitter gets on here in the top of the third, being hit by a pitch. And Cudson now will hit. Tennessee are going again. Now Hank Hudson at the plate. First pitch is a ball. Hits that into left field. That'll drop for a base hit for Hudson. So a start here at first and second, nobody out for Alabama in the top of the third. So Michael Daniel will do up the top of the order, pop to second his first time up. And now maybe a water break here. Or actually, it's a pitching change. So after facing 2 batters, Duncan gives up a hit batter and a single, and he's going to come out. Only throws 9 pitches. Barrett McKinney now will pitch. So McKinney, a right-hander, will come in to face the top of the Alabama order here in the top of the third. 2-0 the score on the 2-run homer by Waldrop in the first. Hudson, 10 years old there. Coming up with that base hit. Timeout. Strike on the outside corner. Up and in, now 1-1. Called strike, now 1-2. This is up and in, 2-2. Two coming and jammed inside, hit to short, goes to second for one, throw to first, not in time. They get out at second base. As Duncan now playing shortstop. Flips to the second baseman, Carson Harper, but that is the only out they get. Fielder's choice 6-4. Daniel is at first base. Hudson out at second, and Luther moves to third with one out. So first and third, one out now. So now with, whoops, I keep doing this. Boy, that hits Garrett West. Reached on an error the first time. Going to get him in the back that time. So the bases are going to be loaded for Tanner Waldrop, who hit a 2-run homer in the first inning as West hit by that pitch. It's now a big chance for Auburn here in the top of the third. Already up 2-0 as West shaking it off. As West continuing to shake that off. All World Series games are webcast on JockJive.com. You can click on the link on the Dixie Youth website at youth.dixie.org to view the games live and listen to the play-by-play. You can also order copies of the games after the series ends for JockJive. If you want a download of any game in this week's tournament, they're only $5 each. Just email info@jockjive.com, info@jockjive.com. Tell us what games you want. We'll send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by debit or credit card, and the games will be on their way to you. That's info@jockjive.com for a keepsake you'll want to have for a lifetime. So now Waldrop will hit. Bases loaded, 1 out. 2-0, Alabama leading it. Which misses for a ball, 1-0. Down the middle for a strike. Count 1-1. Fouls that back now, 1-2. One, two now with the bases loaded. Well, there's 1 out in the inning. Outside now, even a 2-2. Two outside for ball 3, 3-2 now. And that is ball 4, missing outside. Teeter is frustrated there, but that'll bring in another run as Waldrop has 3 RBI, a bases loaded walk. Bringing up Luther, and now it's 3-0. Bases remain loaded with only 1 out. So now that hits him too. That gets Allen, who got hit by a pitch the first time. Gets hit again up and in. So another RBI. Allen with the bases loaded. And it's 4-0, still bases loaded with 1 out. So a walk and a hit by pitch, it brought in 2 runs in this inning. Coach Brister will come out now and talk to the pitcher McKinney, 3rd pitcher of the game already. So it's now a 4-0 lead for Alabama here in the top of the 3rd. Trying to break this open early against Mississippi. Again, send your shout-outs to 904-525-1324 for this game only, 904-525-1324. You can also see that at the top of your screen, along with the score bug. Here we go now with Sam Jackson, who just hits that foul over to Coach Etheridge. Won the count. Jackson struck out looking his first time up. And first strike, 1-2. And now it's 2-2. Good look, McGee, Mississippi. And go Denver from the Hansons. That gets to the backstop. Runner coming to the plate, and he will score as Teeter trying to retrieve, but Daniel will score the 3rd run of this inning. Actually, Daniel already scored. That was West scoring. Runners will move up to second and third with only one out. It's now 5-0. Jackson with a 3-2 count now. And called strike 3. Jackson backed off, but called on the inside corner. So it is a strikeout for McKinney, his first. 2 outs now here in the top of the third. Jackson backing off, but called for strike 3. Brendan Bryant, the left-hander, up now, grounded out to the pitcher his first time. Chops that up the middle, and it will get into center field. It'll score 2 more. Just past the second baseman, Braden Duncan, up the middle. So Bryant with a 2 RBI single, and now it's a 5-run inning for Auburn as they lead at 7-0. So now Alabama really trying to take control of this game. They scored 2 in the first, 5 here in the third as Edens pops that over foul territory out of the reach of the first baseman, Tyler Griffith. In this inning, Alabama with 5 runs. Only have 2 hits. There's been 2 hit batters, 3 hit batters, a walk, a fielder's choice as well. Edens singled his first time up in the second inning. It was left on base. That's to the backstop. And Bryant will go to second base. One the count. Oh, right. Got him up near the helmet. Jeez. That's the 4th hit batter of the inning. And that's going to do it for McKinney. And he's hit 3 himself. So now it'll be Tyler Griffith coming in from first base. McKinney 2/3 of an inning. Allowed 1 hit so far. 4 runs. Runners on base belong to him. First and second. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, hit 3. Alabama only has 4 hits right now. 5 hits now, actually. Nope, 4. Sorry, I was right. 7 runs on 4 hits. Been the wildness of the Mississippi pitchers as Griffith, big right-hander, will take the mound. This is an elimination game, so you got to find somebody that can get some strikes here and some outs quickly and get your team back in this game. As I mentioned, the winner here will move on to play tomorrow at 5:45 against the winner of the game between Arkansas and Tennessee. I'm sorry, that's AAA. The winner here will play the winner of North Carolina and Georgia tomorrow at 5:45 on this field. That game going on right now on field 4. All right, first and second, 2 outs. Here is Peyton Etheridge. And that gets away. Runners will move up to second and third with 2 outs. It gets a little darker and cloudier over the stadium here with the ballpark. Sidearm, and Griffith throws that away, and that'll get another run in. Now it's 8-0 as runner moves to third with 2 outs. Griffith has not been close yet to the strike zone. That misses outside. And the count goes to 3-0. In for a strike 3-1 to Etheridge. And that's ball 4. So Griffith faces the first batter, or walks the first batter he faces. Ty Hudson will hit. He struck out last inning, is now 10 have hit now as they start with 11-12 headers in this inning. 10 have come to the plate. 6 have scored, 2 outs with first and third now. Runner on the move as Hudson fouls it over first base side. Two. 0-1 now to Hudson. Hit to short. Throw across is made. Hobbs able to stay on the base. As the throw across 6-3 put out. And the shortstop Harper makes the throw to end the inning. So a 6-run inning for Alabama. 6 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks, hit 4 batters. There were actually no errors in the inning and 2 left on base. All right, we head to the bottom of the third. Our score now in this Ozone World Series elimination game, it's Alabama 8, Mississippi nothing. And we'll return in a moment here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
All right, we head now to the bottom of the third. We had some shout-outs to catch up on. Go Denver from Renna and Kramer. Tyler said, go Denver, go Mississippi. Let's go McGee. Shout-out to our favorite player, Denver. And way to go, Brendan. Big Orange Mimi B from Opelika. Watching today as this is Will Ragsdale hitting it to second. And throw to made in time to first base for the put out by Peyton Etheridge. 4-3 put out of Ragsdale. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. It is a 10-run rule after 4, so if Alabama can get a couple runs in the top of the fourth and hold Mississippi, they could advance by run rule. 1 out. This continues to be Waldrop on the mound. That is a strike to Slovakia Griffith, the center fielder. Swinging and a miss of the fastball in the outside corner. It's 0-2. That gets away. Swing and miss, but he'll go to first base. Will Griffith, the ball went halfway down the third baseline. So That'll be a strikeout and a wild pitch, allowing Griffith to reach. So Mississippi's had at least one base runner in every inning so far. A walk in the first to Banks Teeter, a single by Tyler Griffith in the second. That's the only hit of the game so far for McGee. And now Griffith reaches with one out here on a strikeout. Call that a wild pitch. Derek Carter now up. This is low, 1-0. Very dark off to the north and west here. Okay, over the ballpark. Go to first, not in time. Or goes to second as that's a strike, and that's not in time. So Griffith will steal second base. And he's there now with one out. And that gets away as well. Jackson can't handle it, so Griffiths will now be at third, trying to get Mississippi's first run of the game. There with one out. The 2-1. Carter pops that foul over first base dugout side. It gets off the fence, 2-2. Alabama with 2 in the first, and they scored 6 in the top of the third, lead 8-0. Reminder, again, the shout-outs can come to me at 904-525-1324 for this game only. You can see that at the top of your screen as well, 904-525-1324. 2-2. Carter jammed inside, fouls it off again. Carter pops it up, and it'll be Waldrop, the pitcher, making the catch between the mound and first base. 2 outs now. Runner stays at third. Cade Walker now to the plate. That was Denver Carter who just batted. My apologies, I had that written down wrong. Rounder, a little roller in front of the mound by Cade Walker. And Waldrop picks it up, throws the first in time to end the inning. So no runs, no hits. Did have an error and one runner left on base as McGee leaves the runner at third here in the bottom of the third. Top of the fourth now coming up. It's 8-0. Alabama leading Mississippi here on JockJive. We'll return to Lumberton in a moment.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Let's go to the top of the fourth. Apologies there. I read that wrong. It was Denver Carter up last inning. as that is flowing into left field to start the top of the fourth. And top of the order, Michael Daniel flies out to left. Catch made out there for the first out. Medium kind of depth out there in left field by Hobbs. One out now, 8-0 the score. We're on the top of the fourth. Good luck to McGee, Mississippi, and Denver. Garrett West reached on an error and was hit by a pitch. Has scored twice. 0 for 1 officially. Sidearm that time, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Breeze picking up, and clouds have kind of taken over. No sun here right now. Dixie Youth Baseball celebrating its 63rd year, providing a fun but competitive game of baseball to leagues affiliated with the programs in 11 southeastern states. All Dixie Youth officials are unpaid volunteers who devote their time and energy to servicing the leagues who play Dixie Youth rules in regular season and tournament play. Be a volunteer in your local league and help the youngsters in your community enjoy the rich traditions of the game of baseball. That is called strike 3. So Griffith picks up his first strikeout. And now 2 outs as he's retired 3 in a row. And for a strike. First pitch is a strike. Griffith starting to look pretty good for Mississippi here. It's coming in last inning. That's fouled back. And it's 0-2 now to Waldrop. Waldrop with a 2-run homer in the first, walked with the bases loaded in the third as well. So he's driven in 3, 1 for 1 with 2 runs scored and a 2-run homer. Sidearm misses outside, and now we're full. Sorry, it's 1-2 now. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Griffith with 2 strikeouts in that inning. And Auburn, for the first time today, goes 1-2-3 here in the top of the fourth. So we will play on to at least the 5th inning now. As the first time today, Alabama does not score a run. So they continue to lead 8-0 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Be sure to follow JockJive on Twitter and Facebook. On Twitter, we're at JockJive, and on Facebook, simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine. We give you scores, schedules, game highlights, event updates, and more. Twitter and Facebook are a great way to keep up with JockJive Sports. Don't forget to subscribe to the JockJive YouTube channel. We stream all Dixie Youth Baseball, most youth sports, and high school football in the fall to our YouTube channel. And you'll want to know first what games are coming your way. Mississippi will have the top of the order coming up here in the bottom of the fourth. It'll be Haysbury, followed by Braden Duncan and Banks Teeter. So Alabama leads at 8-0 over Mississippi. Waldrop will continue on the mound for the Auburn team. Shout out to Carson Harper. Let's go McGee All-Stars. Go beast mode, Harper. Everybody is hit now. All 12 have hit for both teams. Haysbury grounded out pitcher to first his first time. Bunts it here. Waldrop, though, a nice throw again. As Barry trying to bunt his way on is once again out. 1-3. Pitcher to first, 1 out. Good idea by the leadoff hitter Barry, but Waldrop made a nice play to get the first out. Braden Duncan struck out his first time up. And Duncan flies that into left field, coming in, and diving play is made out in left field by Hank Hudson. Nice play out there by the 10-year-old as Duncan bidding for a hit is robbed. 2 outs. So with 2 outs, as Waldrop is now retired 4 in a row. Actually, technically 6 in a row, but Griffith reached last inning after striking out after the pass ball. What in the heck? Okay. So with 2 outs, here's Banks Teeter, who walked his first time up. That's foul back right in front of me here. Aunt Wanda watching Brendan Bryan and Auburn Orange from Opelika, Alabama. Let's go Mississippi. Time to heat those bats up and take this game back from Coach Warren. And Tyler says, go Mississippi. 2 outs, nobody on. Called strike. Now it's 2-2 to Teeter. Now the clouds building off to our east as well. Hit into left field. That will drop for a hit. As stopping is Teeter as he reaches for the second time and a walk and a single. Second hit for Mississippi, a 2-out single here in the bottom of the 4th. So Barrett McKinney now bats, grounded to third, his only at bat. Mississippi with 2 hits. Tyler Griffith a single in the second, and Banks Teeter with a single here in the 4th as that's up behind McKinney. In the dirt, and that will get away enough for Teeter to move up. Two-0 the count. That's hit fairly deep to left field and is off the fence. Scoring the first run of the game for Mississippi is McKinney. Teeter will stop at McKinney will stop at first. Teeter scores, so it's an RBI for Barrett McKinney. And Mississippi now on the board, scoring here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th, now trailing at 8-1. Ball hit pretty hard to left field by McKinney, who is back-to-back hits here with 2 outs for McGee in the bottom of the 4th. Now to the mound to talk it over with Tanner Waldrop is Coach Josh Etheridge. It's still a 7-run lead, 8-1, but Mississippi had only 1 hit up until this point. Now they have 3 double hard-hit balls here in the bottom of the 4th. Kendarius McInnes due up. McInnes. Now up, runner at first is McKinney with 2 outs. Oh, when they hit him right in the back. Oof, right in the middle of the back. So, now first and second, 2 outs for McGee. Mississippi go Barrett number 4, Granny Wanda. Let's go Denver from Everett and Sam, and for the shout outs. You can keep them coming during this game. Only 904-525-1324. First and second now with 2 outs for Mississippi. Here in the bottom of the 4th, down 8-1. Tyler Griffith has singled. It's only a bat back in the second. Waldrop looking to runner McKinney at second base. Now to the stretch. For a strike, 0-1. A little bit low and inside, 1-1. Fouled off by Griffith. Go Barrett, McKinney, Michael J. and Andy say, whoop, there it is. I got a piece of Sam Jackson, the catcher, that time, as it counts 1-1. Two, and Waldrop steps off. Timeout taken there. One-two is up and in, now even at 2-2. Shout to Will Ragsdale and Carson Harper from Landon Livingston. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Waldrop gets the strikeout of Griffith. That's his 4th strikeout. He's had 1 in every inning except, actually he's had 1 in every inning. Never mind, we're through 4. But 1 run in that inning, 2 hits, a hit batter as well, 2 left on base. Mississippi has had 1 runner on in every inning. They've left 5 on as we go to the 5th. It's 8-1 the score, Alabama leading Mississippi. You're watching the Dixie Youth Baseball Ozone World Series. They're live here from Lumberton, North Carolina, here on JockJive, and we'll return in a moment.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Top of the fifth, we'll start with Henry Allen lining that one into center field. That's going to get all the way to the fence. Boy, Henry Allen has hit by a pitch his first 2 times, and this time got one to hit from Tyler Griffith and lines that one into center field. He'll slide into second with a leadoff double here in the top of the fifth. I mentioned a lot of this has been wildness from Mississippi. It is now the 5th hit of the game for Auburn, but they lead 8-1. Sam Jackson has struck out twice. He'll come up now. As a meeting on the mound again for Mississippi. Alabama doing their damage. 2 in the first and the 2-run homer by Tanner Waldrop. They scored 6 runs in the third with 4 hit batters and 2 hits. There was also walk and a hit by pitch with the bases loaded. They brought in 2 runs, and then Brendan Bryant had a 2-run RBI single in that inning as well. Mississippi getting their run in the bottom of the 4th. Allen was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the third to bring in a run. He scored 1 run already. Now at second base, he's on the run, and, well, there's nobody at third. Third baseman Ragsdale coming in, maybe expecting a bunt there, and Allen takes third without a throw, so he's there with nobody out. See the flags of each of the participating states in this World Series lining the outfield fence. Out off at the plate, 2-1. So the 2-1 on the way from Griffith. Jackson, big cut now, 2-2 as he missed there. No, don't call me. 2-2 the count. Jackson pops that foul back behind us here. Two. Slow roller foul, third base. Came up and in with a curveball, full 3-2. Jackson had struck out last couple times looking, but takes that for ball 3. Side armor right back to Griffith, and he may have Allen hung up, throws back to third, and he's safe. Henry Allen getting back in there. Griffith made the play, threw back behind the runner, Allen between third and home, so everybody's safe. Reaching first base is Jackson, first and third, nobody out. What the heck's he talking about? So Coach Kyle Brister from Mississippi will come out, talk to third base umpire, trying to say that Allen was out at third. Well, it looked like umpire was waiting to make sure he was on the base to make the call, and that's what he did. So everybody's safe, first and third, nobody out. Brendan Bryant now back up. He is grounded out to the pitcher, driven in two with a single in the third, and later scored in that 6-run inning. 1 for 2. Now runner heads to second. And, well, no, the ball got away. That'll let Allen come home. That throw is not in time. Jackson took off. Griffith saw him. Tyler Griffith turned around, and if the catch is made by Braden Duncan at second, he's out. But he dropped the ball, and then Allen comes home to score. So everybody's safe. Runner at second is safe. Runner scores to make it 9-1. Still nobody out. Second time in the inning that Griffith's had a runner dead to rights and couldn't get him. So 9-1 now. Bryant at the plate. And fouled on the left field line, third baseline, just out of play. That gets away. So Jackson to third with nobody out. Strike 3 there. So Griffith picks up the strikeout of Bryant. He has 3 strikeouts. Actually, pardon me, he has 4. No, right the first time. 3. 2, 1 out now on the top of the 5th. Runner still at third. Here is Lane Edens. And Edens gets hit for the second time in as many at-bats. He's been hit twice now. So first and third, 1 out again for Auburn. Peyton Etheridge has struck out and walked 0 for 1. Outside and high as the runner heads to second base. So those 2 runs come in. Alabama will have a 10-run lead, and if they can hold Mississippi without a run in the bottom of the 5th, the game would end on run rule. 1 out, second and third, as Etheridge swings through that curveball, 1-1. Strike on the outside corner, 1-2. 2, called strike 3. Just didn't seem to like that call. He strikes out looking for the second time in the game. So now Griffith with 4 strikeouts. 2 outs now here in the top of the 5th. Ty Hudson now up. Struck out, grounded to short. Second and third, 2 outs for Alabama. Called strike on the outside corner. Waving a miss by Hudson, 0-2. Now 0-2 to Hudson. Inside, 1-2 now. Auburn adding a run here in the top of the 5th. Now up 9-1. Mississippi scored their run in the bottom of the 4th. A 6-run third, the big difference in this game to this point. Hudson is just foul past third base. Now a 1-2 count coming up on Ty Hudson. And if you want to send your shout outs, 904-525-1324. Let's go Barrett. Let's go Mississippi. All right. Let's go Alabama. Let's go number 19 from Tracy. 19 Garrett West. Hit to third. And the throw across is in time. Thought about stepping on third. But instead, Ragsdale made the throw across to end the inning. 1 run for Alabama on 1 hit. Who batted as well, and 2 were left on base. Bottom of the 5th now. We'll continue on. We'll play to all 6 of this one as Alabama leads it 9-1. And we'll return in a moment here on JockJive Live for the 2018 Dixie Youth Baseball Ozone World Series. This is Lumberton, North Carolina. Back in a moment.
She's frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Bottom of the 5th starts up as Carson Harper grounds it right back to the mound. And Waldrop throws the first in time for the first out. 1 out now, 9-1 the score. As Harper out 1-3. Latavius Hobbs started the game as the pitcher. Takes that for a strike, 0-1. Takes that for a ball. Aldrich has pitched the entire game to this point. 4 1/3. Allowed 3 hits and 1 run. Carolina leads Georgia 8-3 in our other Ozone game, and the winner of that game plays the winner of this game here tomorrow. It'll be at 5:45 tomorrow. Losers of these games are eliminated. Count 2-2 now to Hobbs, who popped the third his first time up. Hobbs hits that ball high and deep to center, and that is going to be off the fence. Hobbs hit that pretty well. He'll stop at second, and that is the 4th hit of the game for McGee, as Hobbs with a one-hop double off the fence in center field. Will Ragsdale now due up and grounded to second his first time up. Mississippi trailing at 9-1. Now has 4 hits, and not a lot of difference in the hits. Alabama has 5. Again, the Mississippi pitchers and their wildness, the hit batters, the walks, have been the difference in this game, as Ragsdale pops that up on the first pitch and going out behind second base, making the play in center field, the short center, the shortstop, Garrett West, for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs, the runner will stay at second base. There's Hayes Berry, who has grounded out twice, or last time trying to bunt his way on. And Waldrop made a nice play for a 1-3 putout back in the 4th inning. Will be last inning. They're in the bottom of the 5th. Play 6 we will, as it's a 10-run rule after 4. We're not going to get to that. Berry fouls that back. 0-2 now. And that is going to be lined into center for a hit. That will score Hobbs, who actually will be cut off. Hobbs will score the 2nd run of the game for Mississippi, as Berry drives in a run with 2 outs, and it's now 9-2. Job of hitting, line drive single into center field. So runner at first, 2 outs, a run in for Mississippi. They've scored each of the last 2 innings, and they're down by 7. Keep working hard, Team Alabama. We are proud of you, Susan Wally. Tyler said, get hype, McGee boys. You're not going away here, as Braden Duncan will hit. He's 0 for 2. Struck out and flown out to left field. Fouls the first pitch back. Still cloudy. A little bit of breeze is picked up, but still playing baseball here in Lumberton. Now a little bit after 5 p.m. Eastern time. One the count. To Duncan. Fouls that off. Go Denver from the Stovall's. Rally time McGee from Coach Warren. Down to their last few outs here, but still get some hits here to stay alive, and looking for some more here with 2 outs. A 1-2 count on Duncan. Misses high, 2-2. is going to be hit into center, blooped in for a hit. So Duncan with his first hit of the game. 3 hits in this inning as Barry will stop at second with 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. Inning will keep going. For Banks Teeter, who has walked and singled, reached twice, scored the first run last inning for Mississippi. Oh, Banks Teeter. Strike on the outside corner. Left-handed batter Teeter at the plate. Fouls that off third base side out of play. Now goes to 0-2. Aldrich to the stretch. The 0-2. Let's get right back at us here. Saw the camera move a bit on that line drive and remains 0-2. Just outside 1-2. Two is hit to second, rolled right at him, and stepping on the base to end the inning is the Auburn second baseman Etheridge, fielder's choice. 4 unassisted. Duncan out to end the bottom of the 5th. So Mississippi picks up a run on 3 hits. They leave 2 on base, no errors as we head to the final inning, the top of the 6th. And it's Alabama leading Mississippi 9-2. We'll return in a moment to Lumberton here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Just about all white, Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Craps got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Top of the 6th, Tyler Griffith will continue on the mound for McGee. Go McGee, turn up for your nanny, Barrett. Appreciate that. Thanks for all the shout-outs today. You can keep going. One more inning in this game, 904-525-1324. As Alabama leads at 9-2 over Mississippi. They go to the top of the 6th. And leading off for Auburn. Once again, it'll be the top of the order, Michael Daniel, who's 0 for 3s. Popped a second phone to left, reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 3rd. 3rd inning was the big one for Alabama. They scored 6 to extend their lead 8-0. Now lead at 9-2. Daniel didn't expect that strike call there. It's 0-2. Fouled that back as Griffith went back sidearm. And that is a final on field number 4. North Carolina has eliminated Georgia by a final score of 8-3. So Georgia eliminated. Auburn wins this, they would play North Carolina tomorrow. Team from Greene County, Georgia, losing to Lee County, North Carolina. This is Auburn, Alabama, and McGee, Mississippi. It's an elimination game as well. Count 2-2 to Daniel. Just outside, now full 3-2. Three-two. Fouled off again. Daniel will stay alive for the full count. Griffith came in the game back in the 3rd inning. He's pitched pretty well. Not allowed any runs. Actually, they allowed 1 run in the 5th. That's not true. It's fouled off again. Look out. That'll get towards field 4. This is field 3 here in Lumberton. JockJive Sports Productions works small events and large, from T-ball to Toyota Center Youth Sports to collegiate, audio only to full-scale production for ESPN. We do it all. To find out how we can cover your team or event, email info@jockjive.com. Coming this fall to jockjive.com. SWAC football, soccer, and volleyball, Tuskegee football, ACCC Game of the Week, Great American Rivalries, HBCU football, Navarre and Baker High School football, Georgia Military College football, Gulf South Conference soccer, and more. Check us out often. We're here at JockJive Sports. Daniel battling here, fouls that off. Oop, excuse me. All right, thank you. All right. 3-2 now again. Full count pitch coming to Daniel. And he fouls it off again. Once again, we'll get towards field 4. So as you see, we got some burgers cooking over there behind the left field wall. And I'm starting to get hungry, as it is already 5:17 late afternoon Eastern time, as Daniel walks to start the top of the 6th. Been playing now for nearly an hour and 50 minutes. Next game is scheduled to start at 5:45. Don't know if that will happen now, as Garrett West is up, as reached on an air, been hit by a pitch and struck out, has scored twice. 0 for 2. And throw will go to second, not in time, as Daniel will steal the base. Meanwhile, in Majors action, already a final over there from field 5. Louisiana won Florida nothing. That was a winner's bracket game. So Louisiana off now until Tuesday. That'll put Florida into the loser's bracket tomorrow. elimination game against the loser of the game coming up between South Carolina and Alabama. Hit into center field, coming over and making the catch out there. By the way, that in the majors is Marianna, Florida, losing to Franklin, Louisiana. West flies out to center field as the catch is made out there by Griffith for the first out. Runner staying at second base with 1 out. 9-2, Alabama leading here in the top of the 6th. Continue to send your shout-outs. This game only, 904-525-1324 as Waldrop fouls it off. He had the first big hit of the game, a 2-run homer back in the first, over the fence in left field. Then he walked with the bases loaded in the third to bring in a run. He struck out in the fourth. So 1 for 2 with 3 RBI and 2 runs scored. Next game coming up here on field 3 is an Ozone winners bracket game between Lumberton, the home team, who defeated Georgia last night in 5 innings, 18-3. And their opponent will be South Carolina's team, Hartsville National. As Lumberton again, as the host city, gets teams in each division. Griffith inside for a ball to Waldrop, 2-1. Well, the good news is the clouds have moved in. The breeze has picked up. It's a little cooler here. It's still pretty humid as that misses outside. Actually, now it's 2-1. Lights now coming on here and are on, even though it's only 5:20 late afternoon here in Lumberton. 20 miles from the South Carolina border. About 30 miles south of Fayetteville, 40 miles to the west of Wilmington, North Carolina. Not far from the South Carolina border. As the count now 3-1 on Waldrop. All back. So once again got on the fence there and saw the camera shake a bit. Still now 3-2 now, full count. Flies that into deep to center, going back. Griffith, that is gone. Boy, at first that looked like just a fly ball. Waldrop is just a big, big kid, and he sails his second home run of the game over the fence in center this time. He's got 5 RBI, including pitching through the first 5 innings and pitching very well. And Alabama gets 2 more on the board to extend the lead to 11-2 here in the top of the 6th. Tanner Waldrop, again, that looked like a fly ball with Griffith right away. Turned around, you could tell he was going to have a hard time coming up with it. So Waldrop with his second homer of this game. 11-2 the score now on the top of the 6th. Henry Allen fouls that back. He has hit by a pitch twice, one with the bases loaded to drive in a run, doubled and scored in the 5th as well. So 1 for 1, 2 runs, and an RBI. Hit down the left field line and deep. That is gone, and what's the call? That's, nope, off the fence actually. Thought it was over the fence, just foul as well. So Allen just missed hitting one over the left field fence. Just foul. And he'll head back to the plate. 0-2 the count.
side. One, two. Allen inside, jammed, and hits it out to left center field, and Griffith will come over, make the catch for the second out. First time Allen's been retired today, so 2 outs, base is empty. And it's Sam Jackson now due up. For a strike. Feel free to continue sending the shout outs for this game only. 904-525-1324. We had a lot from Alabama and Mississippi in this game. 0-1 from Griffith and tried to jam Jackson aside. He foul tipped it, or did get a piece of it, so it's 0-2 now. Two now. Swing and a miss, high fastball, and Griffith strikes out Jackson to end the inning. So Griffith, who came in the 3rd inning, pitched the last 2 and actually 3 and a 3rd in relief. Ends up with his 5th strikeout there. And Auburn picks up 2 more runs and the 2-run homer by Waldrop. 1 hit, 1 walk as well. No errors and nobody left on base. Last inning coming up. Last chance for Mississippi here in this Dixie Youth Baseball Ozone World Series. They trail Alabama 11-2 here on JockJive. Marty Palman with you live here from Lumberton, North Carolina. Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on reaching the Dixie Youth World Series. In July and August, champions in the Ozone, Majors, AAA, AA Coach Pitch, and AA Machine Pitch divisions from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series? All 5 World Series championships will be held in Ruston, Louisiana next year. This year, all 5 here in Lumberton, North Carolina. Last year, the Machine Pitch and Coach Pitch we broadcast here in Columbus, Mississippi, and then the AAA Majors in Ozone were in Oxford, Alabama. It moves around the South, 11 southern states with Dixie baseball and Dixie Youth Baseball. Waldrop going to try to finish this one off and move Auburn, Alabama on to play tomorrow against North Carolina. It was eliminated Georgia 8-3. So Kenny will lead it off, and that is a fair ball. Down the left field line into the corner. McKinney, who drove in the first run of the game, and the 4th has his 2nd hit of the game. First run for Mississippi is now 2 for 3. Leadoff double here in the bottom of the 6th. Darius McInnes will bat. Mississippi now with 7 hits. As McInnes pops it up. Catch made at second base. McInnes pops up to Peyton Etheridge at second for the first out. Runner stays at second base. Griffith hits that into right field. Right center, it'll drop for a hit. Tyler Griffith, second of the game, as McKinney will come home to score. So Griffith with an RBI single. McKinney scores to make it 11-3 now, Alabama, with one out in the bottom of the sixth. So Mississippi has scored single runs in each of the last 3 innings. We'll have a runner for Griffith. That'll be Cade Walker to run at first base. Mississippi does have 8 hits now, as I mentioned. They actually have out-hit Alabama in this game, 8-6. But Alabama's taking advantage of their opportunities, and there's been a lot of hit batters and walks from Mississippi pitchers. Foul ball over third base side out of play. It's 0-2. Carson Harper is 0 for 2 in the game. Now it's a little over 2 hours for this game. McGee, Mississippi, the Berries for New Hebron are proud of you. Lots of folks listening in Mississippi from McGee, and we've heard from Auburn as well, and Opelika, this Auburn team. Tanner Waldrop trying to finish it off, jams Harper, and that is a foul ball. It hit fared on the third base line and rolled foul, so it remains 0-2. Still cloudy here in Lumberton. Lights are on, but we play on. I don't even think it's rained at all. If it has, it's been very light, hard to see. 0-2, and Harper rolls that foul first baseline. Of course, I say that, now we hear thunder. Harper caught at third, and throw across is not in time. Boy, nearly a double play to end the game. Leaping catch by Henry Allen at third to rob Harper of a hit. The runner there, Cade Walker, able to get back into first base. So 2 outs, now Mississippi down to their last out. Tavis Hobbs. Aldridge with 85 pitches. They're thinking of trying to figure out if they want to keep him in to finish this or. Looks like they will make a change here with 2 outs due to the pitching numbers. So Waldrop 1 out away from finishing with a complete game. And now he'll go. So they're going to bring in Henry Allen from third to finish it off. He'll pitch. So Waldrop, 89 pitches. Five 2/3. Allowing 8 hits, so far 3 runs. Runner on base belongs to him as well. 4 strikeouts. He hit 1 batter and walked 1. So Henry Allen will come in with 2 outs. Runner at first in the bottom of the 6th. Go Barrett from Pawpaw Hank. Go Hudson boys playing for Auburn and Carolyn. Appreciate that. Ty and Hank Hudson. So here is Hobbs, who has popped to third, doubled and scored in the 5th. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. And Hobbs hits that into right field. That's going to get all the way to the fence out there. Here comes Cade Walker stopping at third. Hobbs will go to second, so another hit for Mississippi. They got 3 in the inning, and second and third now with 2 outs. They're still alive here in the bottom of the 6th, down 11-3. So now it'll be Will Ragsdale to bat. He's grounded to second, popped to short, 0 for 2. And he pops this up, playable on the infield, and the catch is made for the second baseman, Peyton Etheridge, to end the game. So Ragsdale pops up to second. 1 run for Mississippi in this inning, 3 hits, no errors, and they do leave 2 on base. And Mississippi had 1 runner on in every inning this game. They do end up leaving 8 on base. Actually, they left, 8 on, and Auburn, Alabama wins it 11-3. So Alabama tomorrow taking on North Carolina on this field at 5:45, and unfortunately the tournament comes to an end for McGee, Mississippi. Congratulations on advancing to the Dixie Youth Baseball Ozone World Series. But it is Auburn winning this one by a final of 11-3. A 6-run third inning difference here. 2 in the first. Tanner Waldrop with 2 home runs and pitched 5 2/3 innings to win it on the mound, including a 2-run homers in the first and the 6th. Mississippi with single runs in the 4th, 5th, and the 6th. That's going to do it for our coverage of this game. We appreciate your shout-outs, all listening. Great job, Auburn. That's our final shout-out today. I'm Marty Palman for our crew here in Lumberton, North Carolina. For Mike Rideout, for Robert Williamson, for James Hardy and Jason Thompson, I'm Marty Palman saying so long. It's been a presentation of JockJive Sports. Coming up, we'll have another game for you in the Ozone World Series. It's Lumberton and South Carolina in just a little bit. So long for now.